know. So that's the reason why the Holy Spirit, for example, is the same thing. It is in the creation. Anything that is in the creation cannot be God.
We believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala entered into his creation. He said the lowest part of heaven, the way it befits his majesty.
You know, so that's the reason why the Holy Spirit, for example, is the same thing. It is in the creation. Anything that is in the creation cannot be God. Logical level, and try to explain it in a logical way. Why do we have to understand everything in the context where, why does it always have to be logical? Why does it have to be something where we're like, oh, explain it to me logically, or, you know, I'm going to start doubting things. This is exactly why Shaitan fell into disbelief. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him to do something, bow down to Adam, he couldn't comprehend logically why he had to do that when he feels like he's better than him. The problem is this, taking the aql over the naql. That is exactly our problem, and we apply this into our day-to-day life. I have to understand this logically. Who do you think you are? I mean, how arrogant you must be to say, I need to know everything. SubhanAllah, who do you think you are?
So if somebody were to say, how can we believe these ahadith when Google Earth has mapped the whole world? We can zoom in and see everything around us, and there is no massive land hidden from mankind. The response is, Wallahu ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allahu a'lam. If we believe in the ahadith, this is what the ahadith tell us. This is what the ahadith tell us. And there's a simple rule that Ibn Taymiyyah mentions. Memorize this rule. The Quran and Sunnah does not bring the impossible, but it does bring that which astounds the mind. Is it impossible that somewhere underground Allah has thousands of people living? It's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's not surprising that our medieval scholars believe this type of stuff. Now, obviously, dare I say, anybody who knows science and geography and modern civilization, you cannot believe that there is a tribe for 4,000 years trapped behind a wall. I mean, if you believe this, that's your position. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I'm just being, I find this very difficult to believe. Is it impossible that somewhere underground Allah has thousands of people living? It's not impossible. It's not impossible. They're in some place separated from mankind.
All right, hello everyone, and peace of the Lord to all of you. I hope you like my short movie. I decided to start a movie business, and we make a series of movies, coming soon series, like Jibreel taking the look of the shape of an angel, or Shaitan taking the shape of a Jibreel. Jibreel taking the shape of Dahya al-Kalbi. Muhammad do not know. Allah knows best, but Allah do not remember. The Muslims are people of but logic, which is very serious matter, because but is involved in everything in Islam. As an example, if you are a Muslim and you go to heaven, Allah will make your wife but 1 mile. So this is why I said to myself, I think but logic is the best way to describe what's going on. So coming soon, like when they ask Muhammad, how come you don't have miracle? It's coming soon, just wait. Allah told me wait, and he said I will wait with you. Always the Muhammadan, they say to us, or they complain that in Christianity there's things not logical. Like what? They say Trinity. Why? Because God have a body, and then we check, we find that Allah have a body. God have hands, God he need a hand. We find that Allah he have hands. Okay, God have 5 fingers. We find that Allah have 5 fingers. Not only that, Allah is not even a man. He is a shin. He's not even a complete person. The Muslims, when the second you ask them any question about their stupid cult, logic is not important. It's not even required, as we heard, Lady Dawa. But when they speak about Trinity, they say right away, this is not logical. God, God cannot be God if he entered his creation. And here you ask yourself, who is the stupid here? Isn't it the Quran says that Allah, he was down in the earth, and then he went up to the heaven? So was he inside his creation from the beginning or not? Very silly, very stupid religion. And those who follow this cult, they don't even understand what they are talking about. This is why we never saw a Muslim really he knows what he's talking about. My Skype is open. I'm not going to waste time, because today we want to see if Muslims, you know, like I believe that the Quran have a lot of black holes, and the biggest black hole is Muhammad. They know nothing about this guy. They don't know anything about his Allah. If you ask them what Allah means, they do not know. I see somebody here is texting me. He said, I want to debate. Okay, let's call him. His name is Muhammad. Look like Muhammad is not there. All right. Let us see. Second, if you are a Muslim, would like to join us, please feel free. Just text me and I will be happy to invite you. Second Muslim. This is second Muslim. Still. They text me, said I want to debate you, and then when you call them, they are not online. Weird. Okay. Another one. Okay. I have an imam when he want to debate you. Can we set it up? Anytime, just let him call him. No need to set it up. Anytime he call me, he is being set up already. What's set up? A person who have knowledge, he do not need to schedule time and, you know, just call. I am not a drama supporter, you know. You want to debate me, just call me. He's a sheikh, he can debate me. It was his welcome. All right. All right, I see. Now I'm looking at the text. I don't see any Muslim texting. Supposedly he is an imam and he has a PhD in Sharia law. Oh, no problem. As soon as he call me, you will notice if he have a PhD or he have a but D. We will see. The last time we have someone, he have a PhD, he called me, Dr. Rohi, if you remember. Go watch it and laugh. PhD. You see, when somebody says to you, he have a PhD in Islam, that mean me myself actually, when I got my degree in Islam, I got upset because I was calling my dad. He says, "Hey dad, today they hanged like in the in the university, they put like the one who graduated. This is before the graduation ceremony. They put your name." So I said, "Hey, I got graduated." He said, He said to me, "You got a degree in 14." I was really upset. I mean, imagine you study all those years and now you finish, and then your dad, he says to you, "You got a degree in 14," and he was right. I mean, what my degree in Islam is about? It's about 14. The Prophet, he wipe his nose. The Prophet, he wipe his ass. How to clean your hair. How to shave your pubic area. I mean, it's a degree in 14. So when somebody says to you a PhD, it's very laughable. PhD in what exactly? What you learn? That the Prophet, when he do a pee, he put a dish underneath of his bed and he grab it and he piss in it and then he put it under his head. That the Prophet used to suck the tongue of Aisha. You became now an expert in tongue sucking of the wife when you are fasting, and supposedly this does not break the fast. So when somebody says they have PhD, I find that is something laughable, and it does not make any sense. But anyway, people like titles. People love titles like PhD, doctor, you know. Yeah. In fact, most of Middle Eastern who go to school, number one thing they seek is a title. It's not even education. You know, they worship titles. Title is everything for them. You know, it's a nation of hypocrite. And even those who do not go to school, they can't even graduate. They buy it. You know, there's many universities around the world who they sell you a degree for $25 online, PhD online. If you go to Emirat, Bahrain, you know, all those countries, you will find every one of them have a PhD. Every one of them. And the funny, like you see, I say I graduated, you know, from university, which is an Arabic, you know, school. Then imagine I don't speak Arabic, you know, I mean, that would be funny, right? So they have a PhD from London, and then they cannot even say two words together in English. How you get your PhD? And they put it in the frame, and who is going to check where you get the, you know, degree from? All of them they are doctors. They buy it online, and there's even schools, they sell degrees, you know, I mean, literally. Let us say they have a better credit. All what they care for, okay, study online, stay home. The first tuition, $25,000. Second tuition, $25,000. When they got the $100,000, you know, graduation, you graduated. We know how they get the degrees, and we know what it is about. Like Yasser Qadi have a degree, right? If he graduated from school in the West, that will be respectable. But if it's a real school, but somebody have a degree from school nobody heard of, and most of them they are like that. Do we have any Muhammadan would like to join us? Any Muslim would like to join us? We want to understand if really Muslims, they knew what their religion is about. If you ask a Muslim, by the way, what ghost mean, they don't know. You ask them what is a spirit, they don't know. They don't know. Muslims and Islam is a religion stolen from other belief. Some from the Christian, some from the Hindu, some from the Buddhist, some from the Sabi, and some. They do not know about anything in their religion. Names. Like, you know, yesterday the guy who called me, he said Muhammad was black, the Messiah was black, the Arab, they were black. I mean, who's left? Those are the Muslims. And he called me to prove to me that the Jews, the real Jews, are the one in Africa. It turned to be everybody is black. You speak to other person, he will tell you Muhammad was so white, his face was so shiny, he is the most white person in the Arabian Peninsula. Are we talking about the same person? Are we talking about the same person? If you ask a Muhammadan, okay, what Allah mean? They don't know. Everyone will give you different definition. You will hear article. One will say to you, Allah is diverted from the word ilah. Oh, that's the good one. Diverted, so that's not a name mean. If it's coming from that word, that means this is an Aramaic word. So why you say this is the name of Allah? Is it a name or it's a word meaning God? They are so confused. Is it a name? Is it the name of your God? You ask them how many names do Allah have? He said to you 99. The second you ask them about any of them, they said to you there's not a name. This is attribute. Attribute. What attribute is? What is that? Any Muslim is willing to call me. I will not ask you a question. You prove your case to me. You choose your topic and you tell me that you are a Muslim who can prove to us that you have a religion. Anyone? Nobody?
You know, so that's the reason why the Holy Spirit, for example, is the same thing. It is in the creation.
No. The Holy Spirit is in the creation. The Holy Spirit is in the creation. I mean, he's the expert with the Holy Spirit. This guy, he finished high school from the speaking corner. Hello?
Hello, Christian Prince.
Yes, my friend. How are you?
I'm good.
Why you are good?
How are you?
Why you are good?
Huh?
Why you are good? What's wrong?
Every single day I wake up, Alhamdulillah, I'm good. I'm blessed.
So
I'm
how you
Muslim.
so how
I'm
you
following
so
the
how
right
you
way.
explain to me that your prophet was complaining that he is not good at all?
Let's finish yesterday's topic.
Yeah, we just started.
Before we
Hello,
jump.
we just started. We're not jumping. I said to you, why you are good? You said to me, Alhamdulillah, every day I wake up. How come this is not the case for your prophet? Are you saying to me that your God, Allah, he make you happy, but you don't make your prophet happy?
My prophet, Alhamdulillah, was very happy.
So
He's
why
in a
he
good
said?
place right now.
So why he said that Allah, he did destroy him by fleas?
Hold on. Okay? I hope you don't talk so much. I was going through the comments yesterday. They were saying that I don't
Forget
know
about the
because all
comment
you do
now.
is you run your
Focus
mouth.
with me.
Let's finish
We
what
have
you said
something
yesterday.
important.
Where
Your
does it
prophet,
say-
you're
where does it say-
a prophet.
Where does it say
Don't change
that the
topic.
prophet
Don't.
stole in underwear? Can you please post
We
that?
will go there. Just wait. We will go to the laundry room and we will open it. No problem. But now tell me, as long you are saying Alhamdulillah, I'm happy. Is it true that your prophet, he claimed that Allah, he did curse him or he brought disaster on him, which is lice?
Which is lice?
Lice. You know lice, the fleas?
What is? Oh, so you're telling me that people that have lice on their hair is a bad thing?
I'm not saying that. Your prophet says that.
We will go there.
He said,
Let's
no,
not
don't
jump,
go,
though.
not go. The
Just
lies will,
show me where he stole the underwear,
the
please.
lies will come to you. Listen, how
Please
Allah,
show me. Please show me. We will go there. Where he stole the underwear.
how Allah is testing his prophet with lies.
Show me where he stole the underwear. We will go there.
No problem. The underwear is here. Okay, underwear. Here we go. Guys,
Let's
this
go.
guy,
Let's go over there.
he wanna see the underwear. Okay. Do you remember what chapter the underwear is?
Surah Imran 161.
Surah Imran.
161.
How come you remember the number?
You think that I don't know about my religion? I post
that-
all over my channel.
That's so deep, man. So okay. So now, this is not an underwear.
Posted.
Okay, I have it in front of me in the screen. So
You're posting what you had from yesterday. This is Ibn Abbas.
okay, watch it.
Oh my goodness, Christian Prince.
So you say so your prophet friends, they are accusing the prophet that he embezzled. What kind of a gang your prophet have?
Change. Okay, go down.
Go down.
Go down.
Hey, let us read. What scroll down? We did not start yet. Read.
That's why I'm saying.
Is it true? Is it true? Like it's there. We start reading. I will go down. Start reading.
Some red velvet acquired as beauty from the idolaters at the Battle of Badr was
Okay.
accounted for.
All right.
And some people said, perhaps it is the prophet. It doesn't say who said that. It said some people
Who said?
Who said? You know who said?
Yeah.
Scroll down and I'll expose you.
Okay. Read it. It's
Scroll down.
why you so
Scroll down and I will expose you.
scroll down. Where? To the
Go
end.
down.
To the end. Okay.
More down. Yes, I'll tell you.
Okay. To the end. Here we go. All right.
Scroll down. It's not moving.
You need to move your head.
Okay.
Okay. So now.
Go up a little.
Why don't open it from your side and read it for us?
Go up a little so the people can see. People don't believe me. This is your audience.
You told me to go down, I went down. You go up, I go up. Okay,
go up a little bit, slightly.
Okay, a little bit. Here we go.
Over there. And slew the prophets wrongfully. Rather, the hypocrites accuse the prophet. You're busted.
The hypocrites. Okay. Who are the hypocrite?
The hypocrites who the hell you believe in.
Who are they, the hypocrite? The Muslims.
The hypocrites get lost.
The Muslims. Okay, hold on. Where it says, but by the way, hold on. Hold on. But those are the Sahaba. All the Sahaba of Muhammad, they are hypocrite, coward, potato. Where is the hypocrite too, by the way? It says there the hypocrite way here. And if the hypocrite are the he hang up the coward. If the prophet friends are hypocrite, those are the one who did the attack with him. There are a few people, you know. So who is the one who is fighting over the booty? The companion. How they knew it's missing? Because they are the thieves. And now you want to call them hypocrite, you idiot. You are calling your prophet, most close people, hypocrite. He hang up. Alhamdulillah. Imagine a prophet of God, his friends, his disciples, accusing him of stealing underwear. Now they say to you, it says red velvet. In Arabic, it says qatifa, a piece of clothing. We don't know. Maybe it's a bra. And look how trashy they are, to the point they are fighting over a piece of fabric, a piece of clothing. Do you see how trashy this religion is? If this is Muhammad and his best company who go with him for jihad, they are going to steal. They attack people in the street. They rob them. And now after the robbery, they start checking things and there is something missing. There is an underwear missing. Who took the underwear? Obviously it's Muhammad. You will notice they did not say this guy, that guy. Right away they said Muhammad. Because obviously Muhammad have a reputation being a thief. Who is next? Why in the world the follower of a prophet of God? Imagine, Lord forgive me for saying that, just for the sake of education. Imagine Peter, he said to Jesus, hey, what is the underwear we stole yesterday? And the funny, he said, it says there, hypocrite. Where? I have the whole page in front of me. And if they are hypocrite, that's even making it more horrible. I mean, do you see how stupid they are? It says they're hypocrite. What? And he hung up right away, immediately. Hey, Abdul, I want you to call me and tell me about the hypocrite. Why you Muslims, anyone, those are the companion of Muhammad, and they are a few. If those are the first Muslims, they are a bunch of hypocrites. What about you Muslims today? If those are the best Muslims fighting over a piece of clothing. By the way, before I finish, I remember, like I forget, you will notice now in YouTube, in every single video they have, monetizing, there is somebody asking you for donation. Don't be a fool. First of all, if you donate to Gaza, the money will go to Hamas. Secondly, most of this money is a fraud. Do you know even you are donating to who? There's hundreds of organizations now asking for everybody want to donate to Gaza. When all of us, we knew that they have the most rich countries in the world, they do not need donation. Qatar alone, one day income is enough to build Gaza again. scammers. It is an opportunity to fool people. There's people dying every day in Africa. Suddenly now everybody want to collect donation. You will not open one video in YouTube and you don't see donate to Gaza. People are there are hungry. People there, they have a skyline. Did you see people sleeping in tanks? In bushes? How come they don't go and help the Muslims, the refugees in Indonesia? There's millions of them sleeping in the street. Fraud. Or maybe because those are white people, so we have to support them. The black people, they're used to it, right? They used to die. Let them die. Every single video in YouTube you open, they are asking for donation to Gaza. Endless names of organizations. You go right now, you register an organization and you start collecting donation, and then you take the money and you fly to Africa. You say, I spent it there. And if the organization is true organization, the money will go to Hamas. Who's in charge? Hamas. As simple as that. Even those boxes which is coming, you know, the United Nations, they spend hundreds of millions of dollars just in the last week. Food for free. And they are doing that for the last 70 years. Schools are built for free. Hospital for free. And then you look, those supposedly are refugees and they have skylines. Where the money coming from? Have you ever heard of somebody as a refugee? He have a building's 13, 14 floor. Do we have any Muhammadan here would like to join us? Mayday, mayday. Anyone? Any brave Abdul would like to join us? Your prophet is a thief like Hamas. It's in the front of you. He stole an underwear from a Jew, or maybe from an Arab. Do you know the name of the owner, the real owner of this piece of fabric, which enter history? And can you believe it that there's a God in heaven? He sent the fax. And what the topic of the fax? In fact, if you read this stupid verses, you will see that right away that Muhammad is nothing but a fraud. This website, they changed the way they search, which is very stupid, but you can do now. We need to find another website, have Arabic and English at the same time. So here we find if you read with me, it says it's not for a prophet to be a thief. And look at the false translation. It says it's not for a prophet to act dishonesty. What dishonesty? Where it says honesty? It says yaghul, which means to steal. Which translation is that? Huh? Dishonesty? Liars? Allah in community? That's deep. This is Allah in community. Let us see different arbari. Allah in community, huh? Fridont. Oh, look, what the heck? Are you sure? What kind of a translation this translation is? Where is the English? Hold on. Clear Quran? No way. Guys, there's a translation called the Clear Quran. That is a good one. Clear Quran too? That's deep. Since when the Quran is clear? Here we go. Look here. Look what happened. We changed the translation. It's a booty. Take it illegally. Like what? What do you mean illegally? It's a theft. Is the theft is illegal? Let us see Khattab. Hold on. It is not appropriate to the Prophet to illegally withhold spoil. Is that what it says? It says yaghul, which means embezzle, steal. I mean, even here in this Muslim translation here, it says embezzle, embezzle. Impropriate? However, if you read it carefully, you will see how stupid this book is. As long Muhammad was accused of stealing, and how Allah he respond? It is not for a prophet to do so. To do what? Stealing. But why Allah did not tell us who is the one who took it? Do Allah even knows? Do Allah knows who took it? If Allah knows, He will tell to save the ass of Muhammad. Or what He said is not Muhammad. That is a clear proof that Allah cannot be God. Correct? If Allah wanted to clear the name of Muhammad, that he is the one who stole it, or what Allah need to say, well, it is this guy who took it. Instead, it says it's not Muhammad. I thought Allah, he knows everything. Where is the thief? So we call the Pink Panther Allah. The Pink Panther is now in charge of the case. You know? And now the Pink Panther now is going to send the special fax to the Interpol. And the Interpol will receive the most important fax ever from the most high distance, far distance. You cannot believe it how far it is. It's so far, man. Really? Brother, what it says? Brother, we just received a fax from Allah saying it's not Muhammad. Okay, what else? Who is the one who took it? Oh, just it says it's not Muhammad. That means it's Muhammad who took it. Obviously, the one who took it, it's Muhammad. Otherwise, Muhammad will say, he is the one who took it. Go to his house and find it. But obviously, he is the one who took it. Prove me wrong. And then you say to us, Allah all-knowing. Are you sure? I say Allah is all dumb, idiot, stupid. You name it. What Allah all-knowing? What does this have to do with knowing? The one who knows will say something different from what he is saying here. He will tell us who is the one who took it. As simple as that. Moses was a black man. Yeah. True story, true story. Yeah. Is that why your prophet, he said that all the prophets of Allah, they were white, good looking, and they have nice voice? You know, there is some funny people. because they are racist. You know, for me, by the way, I don't care if Moses was black or he was Asian. Who care? But because people are stupid and they are racist. So the one who is black, you want to make everybody black. Like is the guy yesterday. If you are a white, you know, like white person, but you are racist, anyone you like, you make him white. Anyone you don't like, you make him black or Asian. Racist people always, they see only color. This topic, we as a Christian, we don't even think about it. We don't care if Moses was white or black or see-through. Where you can find my old content, just search on the internet. I have billion videos there. Everybody copy my videos. Do we have any Muhammadan? Any Muhammadan knows where is the embezzled underwear is gone? And if Allah is God, how come he could not tell Muhammad where to find it? Or tell the Muslims at least. Is that how you clear the name of Muhammad, by saying it's not Muhammad? And right away Muhammad, he started threatening those who they accuse him of stealing the underwear, that those who follow the pleasure of Allah is the one has earned the condemnation, you know, from Allah. Like, what the heck? They're just asking you where it is. Is that racist? Yeah, anyone who speak about colors and care for colors, he is racist. I assure you. People, they see color only when they have one thing in their mind. Racism. Anyone create an organization based on color, he is racist. Actually, this is what the name of your organization. If you call it the white, let us say, like the other day, there's a guy, he called himself Super Black, you know, super Black. Okay, so imagine you open an organization, you call it Super White, and all the members are white. So what is this organization? Obviously, it's racist. And you are stupid. The only one who care if a prophet was black or white is a racist person. I assure you that. Because why I want to care if he is if he is white or black or Asian? Is that the quality? It is the color. Only racists, they care for color. A person, he can be very good, he can be very bad. He can be white, he can be black, he can be Asian. The Lord, he said, from their fruits you shall know them, not from their color. So when you go and you want to find and you want to make someone black or white, obviously you're an idiot and you are racist and you're a scumbag, actually. Allah is not a racist. This is why he make black people 8 prophet. Black people 8 prophet. In your religion, black people, they eat the prophet. You remind me of the black ones who they rode your prophet Muhammad. Do you know the story? Muhammad, he claimed that the black ones, the black, are the bunch of genie. So he was walking not far from Mecca, and then a bunch of black who they are naked and tall, they rode your prophet and they sat in the top of him all night long. You know the song, all night long. You know? If you don't believe me, call me in Skype and I will make you read the story. And Muhammad, at the end of the night, he could not even walk. And remember, they were naked. Totally naked. And their penis is like, woo, 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 woo. And then Muhammad, he claimed that they are genies. Just because they are black. Can you tell me why those genies are black? Genies, Shaitan is a genie, in case you do not know. So in your religion, Satan kind are black. because obviously Muhammad is a filthy racist. In your religion, being black is a penalty. Call me, I will show you the reference from your Quran and from your interpretation and from your prophet words. Yeah. نفر من الزط. Zut. May Allah zut you. Even he called them zut, which is an insult to the black people. Zut. Any Muhammadan would like to join us? Anyone? No zot? Who is a Muslim would like to call us and convince us that Islam is really from the true God? I like this true God. You know, he must be true. I mean, he have a heaven, and this heaven have 4 rivers coming from under his tree. He have 1 tree there only in the whole heaven. Anyone knows the description of the tree of Allah? Who knows the description? Just to show you that the God of Islam must be true God. I mean, Tom and Jerry is better. So Muhammad, he found the 4 rivers which we know in the earth. He found them in the heaven, in the 7 galaxy. He claimed that the Nile River and Euphrates and Sihan wa Jihan, they are coming from under that tree. This tree is so big, to the point the leaves of it, each one of them is in the size of an elephant. And they are made of gold. Look at the story, how beautiful. Look at this. True story. This is true story. John Smith, you can say whatever you want. I don't know why you even call yourself Joseph Smith. Change your name, call yourself Muhammad. You know, you wanna prove to me that your God is not a racist, call me. And either you prove it or I prove it. Correct, guys? You know, this text is silly, and you know, are you saying to me? And I'm not saying to you, I can show you the prophet saying so. And not only that, Muhammad, he claimed that Allah, he have a house in the heaven. There's only one house. It's the same as the Kaaba. Look at the madness. What this house for? The angels, they do Hajj. What they do? Look at the stories, look. And there's a lotus tree. There's what? There's a lotus tree. What this lotus tree? What this tree is about? Brother, it's a very big tree. All of this is there? Yes, brother. You walk under the tree a distance of 100 years, just one tree. $100. Let us see if we have a Muslim. I don't know if this guy is a Muslim or not, but doesn't look like it. Let's see. Just one. Hello?
Hello, Raven Prophet, Christian Prince.
Hey, my friend, are you a Muslim?
No, I'm Christian, but I just have one question,
Okay.
one simple question for you. So you said Prophet Muhammad, he said the heaven is like has one tree and like 4 rivers coming from it.
Uh-huh.
Well, where did he get that from?
I saw like a movie.
No, Prophet Muhammad, where did he get that from?
Oh, okay. I think he saw a movie too.
I think isn't that the description of the Garden of Eden?
Yes, this guy is obviously confused that the Garden of Eden, according to the Bible, is in the earth, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Muhammad, he's so confused about the location, so he think it's in the seventh heaven, and that's what he's talking about. And this is what make his heaven obviously is a fake heaven, because he should not find those rivers in the seven galaxy in the top of seven skies. He should find it in the earth, and that's where they are. But the eighth Muhammad, he claimed that he went to the seventh heaven, which is skies, and then there he found a tree. It's called Lotus tree, and from underneath of this tree, there's 4 rivers are coming. And we are showing the reference in on the screen.
Oh, okay. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Just so good to hear from you. God bless you. Jesus is King.
I mean to that. Thank you.
Amen.
All right. Let us have Muslims, please. Muslims. Who's a Muslim want to call us? There's a tree 100 year. Are you sure, Muslims? One tree? Don't Allah want to go green too? What happened to the rest of the trees? In all his heaven, there's only one tree? Any Muhammadan? Mayday. Who is a Muhammadan would like to join us? Anyone? Can you explain what does Zot mean? You know, the word Zot usually speak about like somebody is like totally naked. And the Arab, they make fun of the black people. They call them Zot. It's kind of like an insult. And we don't know actually what is the origin of this word. But obviously it's not an Arabic word, mostly. Any Muhammadan? Where is the Muhammadan? And by the way, how Muhammad he went to the seventh heaven and he found Abraham there? I thought Abraham is dead. He found Moses, he found the whole gang there. I thought all of them, the Quran confirmed that all of them, they are dead. قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلِهِ الرُّسُلُ. The Quran says, all messengers before Muhammad, they pass away. So how we found them in heaven? Are they dead or they are alive? Any Muslim can tell us? Is Abraham dead or he is in heaven? Is Moses dead or he is in heaven? The guy he found there, everybody, even John, you know, they call him Yahya. Muhammad changed all the names. Yohanna became Yahya. Yeshua became Isa. Abraham became Ibrahim. You name it. So are they dead or they're alive? Even Adam was there. Look, Adam is cheating. They say Adam, he lived, etc., and he died, and then his son, and then he died. It turned to be no, they are in heaven right now playing golf. Muhammad, he went there, he saw them all. Is this story is real? Muslims? Adam is alive in heaven? What do you think? It turned to be all those guys, you know, they were playing dead. They're in heaven, having fun. Even Aaron, even Harun, Aaron, the brother of Moses. For sure, you know, Muhammad, you know, do you think Moses will go there without his brother? Are you kidding me? He will use his connection to get Aaron with him. Hey, guys, come on, get Aaron with me. Like, Aaron, he was not really that good. Come on, just get him in, man. What? How much you want? You know, and the angel is an Arab guy, so you can bribe him so easy. Aaron, Harun is in heaven too? I mean, who left? And the funny is, they don't live in one floor. Each one of them in different floor. I don't know if you notice. If you read with me here, when Muhammad, he arrived to the first heaven, one of the funny things about the story, that Jibreel, he knocked at the door. The angels behind the door, he said, who's that? What the heck? The angels, they don't have a security camera. They don't have anything. They don't know who's behind the door. Like, who is there? Oh, there's a Muslim calling me coward. Hold on. He's taking selfie of himself. Hello? Hello? You will not talk? Hello? Hello? You are using the internet of the neighbors. What do you expect? Talk. Are you there? He hang up. Abdul Hamid, he called me coward too. Look, Abdul Hamid, he called me coward. I call him, he don't talk. Let us call him again. Hold on. I will lower the sound of the speaker until he answer. So I hate this ring of Skype. I wish we can change it. He hung up on me. Abdul is, you know, they get upset from me when I call them Abdul. And look what their name. I call them Abdul, they get upset. Abdul. What this phone? Why it's red, man? You stand in front of the camera taking a picture of yourself like the girls? What the heck? Okay. I thought only girls would do that. No problem, no problem. We made you famous today. And he's calling me coward too. Yeah. So when they arrived to the first heaven, the first heaven, only angels there, like the guards. And then they saw inside the first heaven Adam. Adam is not important, you know, Adam in the first floor. And he's old, you know. Then in the second heaven, they found Isa and Yahya, which means supposedly Christ and John. John the Baptist. And then in the third one, in the third floor, Yusuf, which means Joseph, and in the fourth floor, Idris, and in the fifth floor, Aaron. Look, Aaron in the fifth floor. You are lucky, Aaron. I mean, this is it, man. You are higher than all of them. And then, because the higher, by the way, the higher the floor, the higher the prophet. I'm telling you. And then in the sixth floor, there was Moses. Moses taking the whole floor by himself. The Jews. I mean, what do you expect? There we go. The sixth floor, all of it, it's for Moses. Alone. Big screen TV, nice view. He can see the galaxies from his balcony. You know, but the weird, there's no versions there with Moses. I mean, no, you don't want versions, Moses? What's wrong with you? What happened to you? You lost your appetite? Sitting in the whole floor alone in the sixth heaven? And who is in the seventh heaven? Allah. Sorry. In the seventh heaven, there's Ibrahim. Hold on. Ibrahim, sorry. So he went to the seventh heaven, and then he found Ibrahim. Oh boy, Lord have mercy. And then Allah, he gave Muhammad 50 prayer. Just to show you how stupid the story. And then in his way back, he met with Moses. You see here it says 50 prayer. 50 prayer. In his way back, he met with Moses, which means Muhammad, he passed the seventh heaven, he passed to the sixth heaven, and then Moshe, the Jewish guy, he stopped Muhammad. He said to him, Habibi, what happened, Habibi? Tell me, did you see Hamas? So Muhammad, he said to him, Moses, Allah, he gave me 50 prayer. The Jewish Musas, you know, they are good in mathematics. So he said to him, Muhammad, Habibi, are you stupid, Habibi? How you can pray 50 prayer, Habibi? Go back to Allah and ask him for discount. Have you ever heard of somebody keep going backward, forward to his God asking for discount? 50 prayer? Allah, he gave Muhammad 50 prayer, and then he keep coming back, and Moses, he see him in the way. And he asked him to go back and ask Allah for discount. So from 50 to 5, that's the biggest discount ever. From 50 to 5. Where is the 50 prayer? Here we go. Look at the story. Must be a true story. There's many witnesses for this. The Messenger of Allah said, Allah enjoined 50 prayer upon my nation. And when I came back, with that, until I come to Moses. Remember, Moses in the sixth floor, in the sixth heaven. Moses said, what has your Lord enjoyed you upon your nation? I said, he enjoyed me 50 prayer on me. He said, oh, go back. You know, here you see that Muhammad is like a little boy. And the boss spanked him. He said, get back, you idiot. Go back to Allah. Go back. Look. I mean, look how he's talking to him. Go back. Oh boy. Hello? Hello? Yes.
Yo.
Mute YouTube. Are you a Muslim?
No, I'm not a Muslim. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in.
So what do you think about Muhammad? As long as you're an atheist.
What I think about Muhammad. I feel like I have researched his stuff a little bit, but then I feel like I feel like to me it's like a role model, because it's like
a role model. He's a role model.
Yeah, something like that. Like, I'm not
okay, so like when you go to your son wife, you flirt with the wife when the husband is not there. Is that what do you do?
No. I don't want you to take things fast with me. Like, I just
no. I'm not taking fast because I think you are not an atheist. I think you are a Muhammadan. Why you are saying you are an atheist? You are saying to me Muhammad is a role model. Muhammad, he killed those who don't believe in his religion. So you like to kill people who don't believe in his religion? In your belief?
I feel like you have to like, for example, you have to separate religion from humanity.
Okay.
A Muslim person. A Muslim person.
Yeah.
Let's say a Muslim person. Is a human as every other human.
Thank you for telling me. How I know? I just discovered that from you. How you know that?
Yeah.
How you discover that?
I said a Muslim person.
But how you discover it? I mean, how come you discover it? We did not discover it. I mean, this is your first one who told me such a information. I mean, so Muslim man is a human?
So what are they?
So why you are calling him Muslim then? If he's a human, call him a human.
No, I'm saying that.
Okay, do human.
Before Muslims.
Okay, do human.
Before Christians.
Listen.
Listen.
Okay.
It was humans.
Okay.
I feel like humans should respect each other.
Okay. No. We don't respect each other. That's false narrative. This is false statement. You are being hypocrite. Do the Muslims respect you because you are black?
What do you mean by that?
Well, Muhammad, he made fun of the black people.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Muhammad made fun of the black people. So do you like somebody, he's a Muslim, to make fun of you because you're black?
Okay, just because I don't like Joe Biden, doesn't mean I.
What does that have to do with Joe Biden?
I'm just explaining.
No, you are not explaining. Answer the question. A man, his name is Muhammad, making fun of somebody and the people who they are black. Is that the role model for you? Do you make fun of somebody because he's black?
Where did that information come from?
All over. Let me show you. Here we go. Do you see my screen?
Yo. Hello.
Yeah. Do you see my screen?
Your screen. Yeah. I can't see it.
All right. I will show you what Muhammad said. And now you tell me if he is your role model or not. Muhammad, he owned many black slaves. And during the wartime, because black people, they have good building like for fight. So Muhammad, he told a bunch of white Arab, he is going to be in charge of you during the attack. Those Arab, they said to him, we will not accept the black ones to be our boss. He said, and read with me what he said. The messenger said, hear and obey, even if an Abyssinian slave whose head is like the head of a raisin in a place in authority over you. Even, so look how much he is looking down at the Ethiopian person who's an African. Even if he's an Ethiopian, even if he is a raisin head. Is that how you respect black people?
No. I'm fully sure that that's not valid. That information you got it from.
So you are a Muslim. Look what you did. You are a Muslim. You claim to be an atheist, and now you are defending that Muhammad says that, and suddenly you became expert in what is valid or not. This is Al-Bukhari. This is the most authentic book for Muslims after the Quran.
Yeah. But then, yeah, what is the most important thing Muslims do?
Don't change topic. Don't change topic. You are changing topic. You see, you are trying to escape.
It's the same topic.
No, you are not. You are not. No, you are. So look what you do. You lie. You deny your religion.
Is to call the salah. The only person that used
who cares? They call the salah to make fun of you. They call for the salah. Their salah is to curse people, to hate people, to make fun of black people. This is their salah.
Since the conversation started between me and you, you just want to make me angry because
no, I cannot make you angry. I cannot make a liar. You deny your religion. You claim to be an atheist. I just showed you that Muhammad make fun of you as a black, and you have no shame. Still you accept it. Still you are fine with it.
There are two things I feel like you don't know. So, I'll teach you this knowledge.
Teach
as
me.
a person, yeah, as a human being, yeah, and this has nothing to do with religion. As a human being, yeah, you should know two things: it's knowing what your interest is, and knowing who you are, and knowing not who you are, but who the next man is. If I know you are like this, then I'll know how to behave with you. That's knowing who.
What does that have to do with my topic? I'm asking you, why Muhammad calling the Ethiopian man who is his slave, why he owns slaves, and those are Ethiopian, and he's making fun of their look.
Slave that he gave the responsibility to.
But he's making fun of him. He's making fun of him. Yeah, because he's a slave. The white men, they will not do that. The white man, they sleep. Hey, slave, go up to the roof and scream Allahu Akbar. They command him. He's a slave. So Muhammad enslaved black people. He buy them, he sell them, he captured them. And now he's making fun of their look. And still you are saying to me, he is your role model because you are a Muslim. Why you do that?
Bro,
are you willing to say to your friend who is black like you, are you willing to say to him, obey your, even if he is a black slave who his head is like a raisin? Are you willing to say that?
The world came of slavery.
I'm not.
Who wasn't involved in slavery?
Hold on. Jesus never bought a slave. Never had a slave. Jesus never owned a slave. Never have a slave. Ever. In the top of that, your prophet making fun of the black people. Why?
Bro, I don't know where your informations are coming from.
I just show it to you in the front. I just show it to you in the front of your screen, and you are reading it, and you are telling me where your information from. Are you serious?
I'm telling you that information is not correct.
How you know? It says Al-Bukhari. You never heard this before. You never heard this before, and now you are saying to me, I'm telling you, who are you? Do you have degrees in Islam? It's in the front of you. It says Sahih al-Bukhari. This is an authentic hadith. Al-Bukhari. Al-Bukhari is the most authentic book for Muslims. Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith number 7142. And you are saying to me, this is fake?
It's not correct. This is not what the Prophet did.
Okay, let me ask you. Is it true that when in the day of judgment, I am not black, sadly, I'm not black.
Why do you think I am black? Don't put black in my conversation.
Are you white? Are you white?
Don't put race in my conversation, bro.
You are okay. We are talking about racism, so we have to talk about the color because the topic is racism. The topic is racism. How we cannot talk about the color? Talking about the color is racism if the topic is not racism. But now we have to. So I'm asking you now. Is it true that in the day of judgment, Allah will make all non-Muslims black as a penalty and all Muslims white? Yes or no?
What is the evidence you got for that?
I got it from the newspaper in front of me. I can just, you know,
What newspaper? What newspaper?
Washington Post.
See, Washington Post, bro. I only take things from the Quran.
Washington Post is the most authentic. It's the only newspaper Joe Biden he read every morning. Do you know why? Do you know why? Yeah. Because all the information written there is absolutely true, 100% true.
Yes, because you believe them. And you want other people to believe them.
Well, this is your case. It's you who believe in the books just because it's book of yours. You believe in it blindly. So Washington Post for somebody else is a holy book. What's wrong with you? You do the same. So now I'm asking you, is it true in Islam if one day Allah will make
Washington has given us unvalid news or invalid information?
What do you mean invalid? Are you sure that Allah will not make all the white people who they are, anyone who is not a Muslim, Allah will make him black, and anyone is a Muslim, Allah will make him so white? Are you sure this is a lie?
I'm asking you, where did that information
I told you, how many times I repeat, my friend? Okay, Washington page, Washington, okay, let me give you the reference. Washington Post, chapter number 7, page number 201. Page, Washington Post, listen, Washington Post, let me give you a reference, let me give you a reference, please. Washington Post, chapter 7, verse number 201. What do you want more? The article there.
Say what?
The article there, chapter 7, Washington Post, page number 201.
I am telling you, I will not, I would read the message, but this message is not valid in my own reasoning as me. And this is not valid because it did not come from the Quran.
So now I have to. So now you are making it. So now you are making it impossible for me, and you're asking me to fight in the Quran. And now because I cannot fight in the Quran.
That's because. Nah, that's because that's because the argument you brought is not a potential argument you can win on. That's what you have just realized.
Don't speak too fast. If you speak fast, I don't understand you. By the way, I mean you have accent. I have accent.
You won't understand me. You won't understand me. I've only stayed in UK for only 2 years, and I can speak correct English. And you speak correct. How long you've been outside? I feel like
2 months. And so now, so what we would do? So now you are saying to me there's no way such a thing can be found in the Quran, and because I found it in Washington Post, chapter 7, verse 201, you don't accept that.
I'm not saying. Let me rephrase my statement. I'm not saying what the newspaper said is not correct.
Okay.
I am not.
Thank you. Here we go. See. Now we came to agreement. So now we came to agreement.
I'm not.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate you. Now you agree with my newspaper. So the newspaper saying that, and you agree with it.
I never agreed with your newspaper. I'm explaining to you that you won't allow me to complete my statement. If I'm done, you're interrupting me anytime. If you could please allow me. If I shut my mouth and then you
no, but it's just because I get excited. I get excited because you like what I said. I get excited. Thank you for agreeing.
It could be incorrect, but it could be correct as well. But what I'm telling you is such thing is not in the Quran, so I can't really tell you.
But is it possible that?
Why do we have to emphasize on something that
Okay, I want to tell you. Let us make it simple. In your opinion, such a teaching is wrong, that everyone in the day of judgment, everybody will become white if he's a Muslim, and everyone will become black as a penalty if he is not Muslim. Is that okay for you?
My opinion doesn't matter.
What do you mean doesn't matter?
My opinion, let me tell you something.
No, tell me. What do you think? Is that as ethic? Is it okay to say I'm going to punish anyone who don't believe in my religion, and I will make him black? And anyone who believes in me, I will make him white. Is that okay for you as an ethic?
So, that's what you are saying.
Yeah, like me. Let's say I want to make anyone believe in me. Let us say I'm prophet, the name of Abdul Muhammad. So now I claim to be a prophet, and I say anyone believe in me, I will make him white. Anyone don't believe in me, I will make him black. Is that ethical?
No comment.
Why?
Because you're asking me to answer a question that will bring my stance on Muslims or on to put a black on Prophet Muhammad or to look a black on someone.
So you decide. So you decide to be hypocrite. Suddenly now you don't have opinion. Suddenly you are not against racism, etc. Just because you're afraid.
I know your motive. I know your motive.
So
since we started.
So why you call me? If you know my motive, okay. If as long you know my motive, no. You see, you said to me, Muhammad is your role model, but I showed you he's a racist, and now you are trying to escape.
You never heard I said Muhammad is my role model. When I started the conversation, I said I was an atheist. I was trying to clarify what type of person he is to me.
Yeah.
And then I said he was like something like.
But he's not. So he's like a role model, but he is not. Okay. So is Muhammad is a good person or not?
Muhammad always taught the way of life, and the way I lived my life, it was according to the way he taught me. And then
see, you are a Muslim, so you lied to me. You said to me, you lied to me. You said to me,
I lived my life that way.
You lied to me in the beginning. This is how your life is starting with lie. You called me, you said you're an atheist, and now you just admitted that you are living your life as he taught you. You just said that. Everybody heard you.
Living your life as a Muslim doesn't really mean
as he taught you. You said as he taught me. Everybody heard you. So you are a Muslim, but when you call me, you claim to be an atheist. Right? So Muslims, they are a bunch of liars. This is number one. Because if you are not a liar, you will not deny that you're Muslim and you claim to be an atheist. Secondly, when I ask you about, is it okay to say that the one who believe in me, I will make him white, and those who don't believe in me, they will be black, as a penalty, you refuse to answer. Is that because you know that Muhammad, he teach that and he believe in that? Or why you are refusing to answer?
I'm refusing to answer simply because of the reason I said to you a second ago. I told you that the motive you came in with, I know your motive. How can you give me?
So why you call me? So why you call me? You know my motive before you call me. Don't you know what Christian Prince is doing live on air? So you call me, you know my motive, and now you don't know my motive, and you don't want to answer me. So why you call me just to make me hear your voice? Are you going to sing for me? Go ahead, sing. Sing. So why you call me? I'm asking you, is it okay to say the one who believe in me, I will make them white as a reward, and those who don't believe in me, I will turn them all black as a penalty? Yes or no?
I'm telling you, that statement is not in the Quran. And the Quran.
Okay, so as long it's not in the Quran, just say your opinion. This is disgusting or this is good. What do you think?
I'm telling you, this is not the motive I'm trying to explain. The sub motive, this is not the motive. Let's say the motive, like motive here, is the topic. The sub motive you are bringing in is, for example, you're giving me this and that just because you want me to label this thing as a bad thing or a good thing.
You cannot label. No, you see, as long it's not in the Quran. Listen, as long it's not in the Quran. So what are you worried about? Just say it's bad or say it's good. It's not in the Quran. You said as long it's not in the Quran. How that will label Muhammad?
We are talking about the Quran and what you're saying.
Yeah. So I'm saying to you. So I'm saying to you, as long it's not in the.
You don't want to accept the fact that I won't tell you something on my individual. I cannot talk for all Muslims. Saying that,
no, don't talk to all Muslims. Don't talk to all Muslims. Talk to yourself. Don't talk to all Muslims. I'm not asking you.
Talking for all
listen,
it's like I'm saying that you are saying that a Muslim person or an atheist person believes that if this person does this and that,
I'm not asking you about to talk about any. Listen.
Your other questions or your other related
radio station
matters with that, and that is why
okay.
I'm refusing to
All what I'm asking you, I don't want you to label anyone. Shut up. Hey, let me talk, man. Listen, I'm not asking you to label anyone. Your opinion, you as a person, as a human, you keep talking about the humanity.
You told me to label someone, bro. You told me to label someone.
No, I'm saying to you, do you agree? Do you agree? Okay, label me. I give you permission. I give you permission to label me. If I say that the one who believe in me, I will make them white, and those who don't believe in me, I will make them black. Label me. I'm giving you, the permission. Don't worry. Do you think this is good ethic or very bad ethic? Go ahead.
It's like you don't understand, bro.
If you don't answer,
like, I know that you understand.
You,
it's like you,
my friend,
like you,
my friend,
like you are a child, so that we will go over
you
this, bro,
are a potato. You are a potato. Yes, you see, because you are a coward. You know that your prophet says that. And in fact, this is in the Quran, not in Washington Post. And you are an idiot. Here we go. This is your Quran. Shut up. This is your Quran saying that in the day of judgment, Allah will make all those who they are not Muslim black. He hang up the coward. He hang up. Why you hang up?
Yeah, hello. It was a mistake.
Mistake. Okay, it's in the Quran. So what we will do now? So this is in the Quran. It's not Washington Post. It's chapter 3, verse number 106.
Yeah. What did it say? Read it.
It says that those who believe in Allah, Allah will make them black. Sorry, don't believe in Allah, Allah will make them black. And those who believe in Allah, Allah will make them white.
Okay, since what is black related with?
Black related to black. I mean, even the black related to what? Black is black. Allah will make the face. The face is a physical thing. The body is a physical thing. Allah will make those who don't believe in Allah black. Those who believe in Allah will make them white. And now you do not know what black means?
Bro, can you please show me, bro? Can you please show me?
I just showed you. Chapter 3, verse 106.
Chapter 3, verse 6.
106. 106. 1 in the left, then next to it 0, and then after that there is 6. You put them together, it will be 106.
Yeah.
If you read Arabic, then it's going to be 601. English, you read it from, like from left to right. In Arabic, you read it from right to left. So what do you think about Washington Post saying that? Go ahead. I'm waiting for you. Give me the answer.
Okay, can you read what you have there? And I'm looking at what I have here. Can you quote what you have there? What you specifically said, and I have my own Quran.
It says on the day when you read Washington Post, Allah will make all those who believe.
In the Quran. You said in the Quran.
I don't approve the Quran. I approve Washington Post. You read your book, I read my book. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead. Chapter 3, verse 106.
Anything that is pure is white. Anything that is impure is black.
So now you are saying to me that Allah.
Anything that is pure.
But we are talking about a human. We are talking about a human. So now,
that's why black people were slaves, bro. Because
so you are a slave because you are impure according to Islam.
No. It doesn't come to that, bro. Islam hasn't.
You said that. Everybody heard you. Everybody heard you. You said white is pure, black is impure, and this is why we are black slaves. That's what you said.
I can't see anything like race or color here.
Read it.
I can't see anything relating to color or...
Read it. The black are the one who Allah punish, and the white is the one who Allah reward.
Let me say one. Let me add one comment to that. In the Quran, the Quran doesn't talk directly. It's not. It doesn't speak directly.
It's not. Okay.
It speaks. It speaks to at least knowledgeable people. You know what I mean? At least you need to learn as well. You know what I mean?
I see.
It's not.
Why your friend who next to you don't help
Like,
you?
did you do literature, bro?
I do Washington Post only.
So you did not do literature?
No, I
in your
don't. I don't do.
academic-
No,
in
I'm
your
busy.
academics?
I'm busy with more stuff. I cannot do literature. Sorry. Last time I tried to do it, they told me you need to know how to speak English. So I told them I cannot do that. Then so they said no, you cannot. And then I applied for like University of Washington in the White House, and then they gave me a job. They told me like, you want to be a president? I said no, I can take it part-time because I like to go hunt from time to time. And then I decided to be specialist in the Hadith and in the Quran. So I just decided to study. I took like a 2 weeks course in the Quran, and then I got a PhD and became Victor Christian Prince. What does this have to do with my question? I'm asking you, read it for me.
Yeah. It says I quote, yeah.
Uh-huh.
It says on that day some faces will be bright.
Uh-huh.
What color is bright?
Will be what?
What color? I'm asking, what color is bright? I'm asking you, what color is bright?
Black?
Bright. It says
There's
on
no,
that day,
it doesn't
some
say,
faces will be
no,
bright.
nowhere it says
I'm
a bright.
asking
That's
you,
a false translation.
what color is
It
bright?
says white.
No, it says bright.
You,
B-R-I-T.
nah, this is false translation. It says white. In Arabic, here we go. In front of me, and this is your Muslim translation. Arabic is my language. يوم تبيض وجوه وتسود وجوه. تبيض is coming from the word أبيض. أبيض mean white. أسود mean black. So don't fool yourself.
What color is black? What color is gloomy, bro?
What the gloomy? It says Aswad. Aswad is black and Abiyad is white.
You need to the thing is here, since I've told you that
What
you don't know you don't know the colors above us.
What
So
what?
you can't really say the color that we have in the wall just because of black is related to gloomy in Google.
Why Allah will make the non-Muslims who don't believe in him black and the Muslims white? Isn't it a punishment? It's a punishment. So according to your religion, it's a penalty to be black.
God did not say Muslims.
It says
God
no. It
said
says the believer. The believers will be whitened. Yeah, the believers. Who is the believer?
God
The Muslims.
said the believer is the one who submitted his will to him.
Exactly. So those who are the slave of Allah, Allah will make them white, and those who refuse to be slaves of the devil Allah, Allah will make them black. It's in front of you.
You don't understand what I said?
Did you say anything?
Yeah, that's why you that's why I feel it's just
What do you want to call Sheikh to join you? Because now the Sheikh is an atheist, you're an atheist, all of you Muslim became an atheist when you call me. You deny your religion. That's number proof that you are a big fat liar like your prophet, and Islam did not teach you good ethic to the point you deny your religion. And now you are denying what you see.
You don't even have the mutual human respect.
And now I don't know. I don't respect. I don't respect. I don't. No, I don't respect you. I don't respect liars.
Yeah, that's why I came in with that. That's why I came with that. Because
I don't respect you. I don't respect someone. You just said.
People in general.
Listen. You don't respect yourself. You coward. You don't respect yourself. You don't respect yourself. You said to me. I said to you, why Allah will make them black? He says, yes. This is why we are a slave. Black. That's why we are. You said that. It's recorded. It's recorded. People will play it again after we finish. It's recorded.
I never said that.
You said that. It's recorded. People will make short videos of it and the people will laugh at you.
You take advantage.
You made fun of the black people and you are a black person. Shame on you. You claimed that the reason you are a black because it's a penalty for you because you are a bad person. That's what you said.
I will take it as you don't understand English.
No, I understand your English. Everybody understand your English. Everybody was listening, not only me. All of them. They heard you, and there's many black people listening to us right now. They are ashamed of you. They are literally ashamed of you.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you that You don't understand. You try to take advantage of interrupting me when I'm trying to.
I am not. You talk more than me. You are like a radio station. Listen, isn't it true that when Allah created the black people, He hit Adam in his left shoulder, and He said to the black people, "You go to hell, and I don't care." Is that true?
Where did that information come from?
Washington Post again.
There's nothing like that in the Quran.
This is in the Hadith, in the Washington Post.
There's nothing like that in the Quran.
I just told you in the Hadith. What's wrong with you? Are you can be to repeat nothing like this in the Quran? Nothing like this in the Quran.
The Quran is. I told you from the start. I told you the Quran is what I believe.
But I just showed you this. I just showed you. This is Quran in front of you.
It's not Quran, it's Hadith. It's written by someone else.
Chapter 3, verse 106 is a Quran. Is a Quran. The Quran. Even the Quran is written by who? Do you know? Nobody knows. Nobody knows who wrote this Quran. You're an idiot. Do you know even who wrote the Quran? In fact, the Quran written after the Hadith. You Muslims don't even you Muslims don't even have you don't have any book coming from your prophet. You don't have the book from Uthman. You don't have the book of anybody. This is a book written by a person. It's not even written. It's according to recitation of a guy. His name is Hafs. Correct?
Bro, you know the Bible has been
Is it true?
And we have evidences of that.
Oh, the Bible is what?
I said we know that we all know that the Bible has been tampered with.
Okay, okay. So you are saying to me that your stupid God Allah, He sent His book, and this is His book, and your book, the Bible, is being tampered with. You are insulting Allah. So guys, did you hear what this guy said? Listen to him carefully. Be my witness. No. You made a scandal of Allah. Listen, I will tell everybody. Let me call my neighbors. So you just said that Allah, He sent the book is called the Bible. Listen. Listen, look what you said. Allah, He sent the book, it's called the Bible. And then Allah, after He sent the Bible, He could not protect the Bible. Everybody heard you. You are the one who said.
The same reason. That's why he protected the Quran to the point that.
Okay, but so you are saying to me. So you are saying. So you are saying to me, Allah. So Allah. Okay. So Allah. Let us agree step by step. Allah could not protect the. Allah could not protect the Bible. That's what you said, correct?
I'm telling you, the Bible was tampered with.
No problem. You can say whatever you want, but you just confirmed that Allah is a stupid God.
I never confirmed. By listening to you, it's.
Isn't it the Bible sent by Allah? Isn't it the Bible sent by Allah? And you are saying to me, the book of Allah is tempered. Hey, hang up. You see how stupid this religion is? When they accuse the Christians that your book is corrupt, according to Islam, this is the book of Allah, not my book. So if the donkey Allah could not protect his book, it's the fault of who? And the Muslims, they say everything happened according to Allah, by the will of Allah. So if the Bible is corrupt and it's sent by Allah, that means the one who corrupt the book is Allah. He is the devil. Do you see how stupid this cult? We have the other idiot. Hey, Muhammad, how are you doing? Mahmoud. The hypocrite accused your prophet of stealing underwear. Are you there? Hello? Oh, look like Mahmoud looking for the underwear. Okay, go. Do you see how you can shut them easy? When a Muslim, he says to you, oh, the Bible is corrupt. Tell him, isn't it the Injil is the book of Allah? Okay. So you are saying to me that there is somebody gave a finger to the anus of Allah and he screwed him up. And your stupid God could protect his book. And now you are convincing me that Allah could protect the Quran. This is cannot be believable. Why? Because if Allah could not protect the Injil, He can't protect the Quran. Hey Mahmoud, how are you? The hypocrite, they accuse your prophet that he stole underwear. Are you there? Mahmoud? Mahmoud? What the heck? What a stupid religion. In the same time, if we go to the Quran, we will find the Quran confirm our book. I mean, can you believe how stupid this cult is? There is stupid Quran confirm the book between our hands. Literally says between our hands. So how the Muslim, they say to us in the internet that our book is corrupted, yet their book says Allah confirmed the book which is with us. Which what? With us. All the verses in front of us, chapter 2, the chapter of the cow. If you don't talk now, I will hang up on you. Talk.
You hear?
I hear you.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. So what happened? Where you go? Why you hang up?
This is the speaker. Is it working now?
Why you hang up?
Is it working? Do you hear me?
Yeah, are you using a speaker which is bought by you or stolen, and the hypocrite accused you stole the speaker?
Exactly, because you said that the Sahaba accused. I proved you wrong.
Okay, no, it is the Sahaba. It's you Muslims calling the Sahaba hypocrite because those are the few men who went with Muhammad to do jihad. Those are the Sahaba. They are the one who counted the booty, and they are the one who checked the booty is missing, and nobody else dare even touch it. So they check it out. They found that there's an underwear missing. In fact, there's a bikini is missing. And now we ask you, do you know who took the bikini?
When you go to the Quran, you're proven wrong regarding this verse.
Is it say that the Sahaba embezzled, the Prophet embezzled?
It doesn't say the Sahaba. It says the hypocrites. The
hypocrites they are the same one. Okay, those are the Sahaba. Your Prophet, Sahaba are hypocrite. Isn't it the Sahaba they killed later his grandsons? Isn't it Umar al-Khattab? He hit the door of his daughter Fatima, and he made her lose her baby, and even he burned the house. Isn't it the Sahaba is the one who killed the grandsons of Muhammad? All of them are a bunch of gangs, and they are criminals. You know that. And now they are fighting over underwear. By the way, did anyone find any trace or any evidence of where the underwear can be located?
That's why when you go to the verse in the Quran, when you read that towards the end of the verse, it says that the one that stole it, it's not the Prophet, but the one that stole it, on the day of judgment, they will face their penalty. There you go. There's your answer.
So how come Allah? So Allah, he said, why Allah? He don't send the verse right away. This is a severe accusation to the Prophet. So Allah should tell them, hey, listen, the one who took it is this guy. Expose him. But he did not do that because obviously the one who took it is Muhammad. Otherwise, if Muhammad is a prophet, Allah will tell him who took it. If Muhammad is a prophet and the one who made the Quran is Allah, Allah knows who took it. So he will tell them, oh, hold on, it's not a prophet. It is this guy. Go to his house. But because it is Muhammad, this is why Muhammad did not dare to accuse anyone, because he is the one who took it. If he accused,
and I showed you the state. He said it wasn't him; it was hypocrites that accused him.
He can say whatever he wants, but Allah is the one who made the verse in the Quran saying it is not for a prophet to embezzle. But this is not will make him clear, because if Allah is the one who is talking and He's all-knowing, He should know who took the underwear. Until now, the underwear is missing.
Thank you very much. Guys, look at this. Look at the hypocrisy of Christian Prince. You just proved yourself wrong. You just proved yourself wrong.
Tell me how.
You don't know what you're saying. Listen to what the words that are coming out of your own mouth. Allah said that the prophet, it is not for a prophet to take it. So you're exposed.
Okay, hold on. So it's not for a prophet to take it, but is it? But is it for a? Okay, but why? But why the campaign of Muhammad approved Muhammad? Sorry, accused Muhammad, and he is a prophet. Don't you know he's a prophet? He is their boss. They knew he's a prophet, yet they accuse him because he has a reputation of being a thief.
This guy is such
a idiot. I mean, see, when somebody,
this is from the battle
it's a thief. No, it's a thief. Okay, the Battle of Badr, my Abdul. They go to attack the caravan. but they have a trap. They were waiting for them, and then they have a battle. They weren't expecting this. They were expecting a bunch of travelers going in the street, and they will attack them, and they will steal the underwears. But when they went there, they found that they have many guardians, so they have a battle with Badr. And by the way, there is two of them, and the first one, Muhammad, he lost. And not only that, he got immunity, and he said to them, when we go there will be few. When they went there, they found a lot. So they said to him, you lied. You said to us, there's many. There will be not many will be waiting for us.
Prince, hold on, take a break. Hold on.
Listen
to what you're saying.
Let us focus. Let us focus with
Let's go step by step. Hold on, let's go step by step, okay? Step by step.
Which one? Which step we want to take first?
Let's take from the beginning of the step.
Okay, don't step on the underwear, please. Don't step on the underwear. So now.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
So now.
Give me a chance. Let me refute you.
Why
Let
Allah
me refute you.
Refute me. Why Allah did not say who took the underwear? Go ahead.
He did say in the verse. He said on the day of judgment they will pay the price.
He said in the day of judgment.
Yes, they will pay the price.
So now I claim that I am God and I know everything, and now I am showing my ability. Who is the one who took it? I know who took it, and I don't say his name. Why? Is Allah protecting the guy?
You know, there's one verse, four verses in the Holy Quran, according to what you're saying. 4 verses in the Holy Quran that clearly state that Allah is the one and only creator. You could never find me such a verse in your complete Bible. I challenge you that would prove that Jesus is
okay, hold on.
In the Quran it says وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ.
Okay, don't change topic. You are changing topic. You are changing topic. But anyway, let us change topic. No problem. Listen, just to show you how an idiot you are. The Quran says that Jesus says, I create for you. Is that true?
No.
What if I show you? What you will do?
Show me, coward.
You are calling me coward?
You know you are. Show me.
Why did I run and hide between the legs of my wife when the attack happened? And then somebody threw a rock at your prophet mouth and they broke his 4 teeth?
Look, you jump from place to place. Did you
listen?
yesterday?
Okay,
Okay,
this is Jesus. This is Jesus. This is Jesus.
Did you not say that
Listen. Okay, this is Jesus. This is Jesus. Allah speaking to him, saying to him, and you know what? Jesus, tell them. Jesus told them, okay, I create for you. I heal for you.
Bring it. Bring the verse.
It's chapter 3, verse number 49.
Okay, chapter 3, verse 49.
Yeah.
Let's read it. Scroll down.
No, you scroll up first.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, does it say I raise the dead? Does it say I create?
Let's read the whole verse and we'll go to the tafsir as well.
Does it say I? Does Jesus says I?
Let me read it.
Read it.
And will make a messenger unto the children of Israel, saying, Hello, I came unto you with a sign from your Lord. See? From your Lord.
Okay, but who is the one doing it? Who is doing it? Okay, go ahead.
A bird,
okay, go.
And I breathe into it, and it is a bird by Allah's leave, not by Jesus's leave.
Who is the one who breathed?
That's by the will of Allah.
Who is the one?
Stupid.
Who is the one who breathed? Jesus. Who is the one who said I create? Jesus. Who is the one says I raise the dead? Jesus. So
by whose leave?
Okay,
by whose
okay. By Allah leave, somebody stole the underwear, but still he can steal the underwear by his leave or not. So now Jesus, this is your Quran saying that, your Quran claiming that by Allah leave, but that will not change anything. Okay, according to Islam, okay, hold on. According to Islam, rape happened by Allah leave, theft happened by Allah leave, a man beating a man raping a child happened by Allah leave, everything happened by Allah leave. Even when Muhammad was killed, happened by Allah leave. So Muslims, you have a problem with Allah leaves. So now I'm asking you, you said to me, you are the one who mentioned the creation. Does it say in your Quran that Jesus said, I create, I raise? Then you add to it Allah leave. That will not prove it, but to prove with us something very important, that Jesus says, I. There's nobody there said, listen, nobody there said to him, listen, why you are saying I raise the death? He should not say I raise the death. He should say Allah raise the death. But he said, I raise the death. He should not say, I create for you. He should say, Allah create for you. But he is saying, I. Is that correct?
Okay.
Okay.
Go wash dishes, go. Hello?
Do you understand the definition of a miracle?
Can you find me one place Muhammad he says I do any of those?
He did. He went on the night of Miraj.
Show me. Show me where it says I did any. Even the night of Miraj. Show me.
The night of Miraj.
Show me where it says anyway. Listen, you are stupid. Even there doesn't say that. You're an idiot. I said, show me where Muhammad says I do this by the leave of Allah. Go ahead.
Did Jesus not say?
Shut up. Show me. As long you agreed that Jesus he said I raise, I create by the leave of Allah. How come Muhammad cannot do any of those I do like Jesus? Go ahead, show me.
How can I show you? How can you?
From the Quran. So do we agree only Jesus can do those things? Neither Moses, neither Abraham, neither Muhammad, neither Allah. Allah cannot do anything. In fact, the whole Quran.
For 30 seconds, be quiet and
listen. In the whole Quran, your God keeps saying, "I have no miracle." Is that true?
Can I speak?
You can. Is it true that the Quran keeps saying? Allah keeps saying.
You're not putting me here on trial. Let me refute you.
Allah keeps saying, "I have no miracle." Is that true?
Let me refute you.
Is it true or not?
Let me refute you.
Show me from the Quran where Allah says, I did miracles to Muhammad. Go ahead.
From the Quran that you're talking about, you don't know how to read the Quran. You don't understand the verses. You
give
don't
me reference. Don't give me speech.
Jesus himself
don't give me speech.
I can do nothing without Allah. Without Allah,
never said that. Jesus he named Allah only when he spoke about Lucifer, the devil.
In Surah Maida, verse 116, you coward,
Jesus, he never named, this is your super Quran. Jesus, he named Allah as Lucifer. He is a serpent. And this is why your Prophet Muhammad himself, he said, describing Islam as a serpent. Is that true?
No. You're a filthy liar.
Okay, listen.
Just put your own words.
Okay, let us see if this is true or not. If we go right now to my page in YouTube, in the top of the banner, you will see my banner in YouTube. What is the hadith you see there in my page? Can you read for me?
Hold on.
You said to me, I'm lying. Is it true that Muhammad described Islam as a serpent, as a snake?
I don't see anything on your YouTube.
Muhammad said, Sahih Muslim, hadith number 146, Islam will crawls as the serpent crawls back into its hole.
Post it.
It's in front of you.
What is that supposed to mean? I don't understand.
You tell me Islam is going back to its hole. Where is the hole of Islam?
No. It's not what the way you're describing.
You describe it for me. Go ahead. Tell me what is the whole of Islam. What's wrong with you? Tell me what is the whole of Islam. Go ahead.
1 second. Let me post the hadith from my side and I'll read it. Obviously, I don't believe you. You put it in your own words, so I'll do it from my side.
Okay, all right.
Because I have no trust over you.
Okay.
You know, I mean, Farid took care of it. That's good.
Yeah, sure, Fifi, yeah.
Let's see if the hadith really says what you're saying.
Let us see, yeah. If it says that, you have a disaster. Your religion is a snake.
See, it doesn't say that.
It doesn't say that, CP. It doesn't say that, CP. Read it. It doesn't say that, CP. Read it. Go ahead.
It is narrated on the authority of Ibn Umar Abdullah. This, right? This is what you're talking about?
I don't know. You read for us. Go ahead.
That the Messenger of Allah observed, verily Islam started as something strange. This, right?
No.
Huh?
That is different hadith. You are reading different.
This is 146.
You are different. You are reading Sahih Muslim?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Read for me.
That it started as something strange and it would again revert to its old position of being strange just as it started. And it would recede between the two mosques just as the serpent crawls back into its hole. See, it would have been very nice if you knew English.
So where is why Muhammad compare Islam to the serpent when the serpent...
He did not.
He said, as the serpent crawled back to its hole. Why he described Islam as a serpent? He's talking about Islam. Islam going back to its hole.
No, when Islam started, like when the Quran was revealed, this is what he's saying. People knew about Islam. They knew about prayers. They knew about all this stuff. So that's how it started.
Okay.
And now it's going back.
Going back where? Going back where? Like what? Going back to its hole like a snake.
That's just that.
You don't know. What? Listen, it's going back like a serpent. Muhammad, he can say going back like a lion. He can say like a bird to its nest. He chose a perfect description for his cult. He described it as not even as a snake, as a serpent. Serpent in the Bible, is about Lucifer, is about evil, it's about bad. So now your God, Muhammad, he chose by his own description to describe Islam as serpent going back to its hole. And guess what? I am the one who opened the hole.
Okay. So
yeah, just take okay. Just let your dad call me. What okay? Potato. Let us have an. Don't call me. I'm done with you for today. Don't call me. I will not take you. You're boring. It doesn't say that, CP. It doesn't say that. Don't force me to block you. I don't want to talk to you no more. That's it. I will block you. I will take the next Abdul. You are the most stupid ever. Okay, then I have no choice but to block you. Okay. There we go. Let me block you. What I can do. Are you happy now? Let your dad call me. This is your religion. And when the Muhammadans, they say that the miracle of Jesus given to Jesus by Allah, that a big fat lie. Because Jesus, by being a creator, he become equal to the one who called Allah, who he claimed to be the creator. Why Allah want to give Jesus the ability to create? If he's the only creator. According to the Quran, according to the stupid Quran, right now as we speak, there's birds flying in the sky made by Jesus. By the leave of Allah, by the leave of Jibreel, we don't care. Those birds are created by Jesus. Same time, I can say now that all things happen in this world by my leaves. Talk is cheap. Anyone can say that. Joe Biden can say that. But the proof this is false, your God Allah do not know even how the baby is created. Your God Allah don't remember which one he created first, the mountains, the stars, or the water, the ground. He could not even keep them in order. This is how stupid he is. Your God, he think women have a sperm coming from her ribs, and man is sperm coming from his backbone and be transformed into dead blood. So there's no way Allah can be the creator. Your God Allah think that hail is coming from mountains in heaven. That is dumb. So when the Quran agreed that Jesus, he made the dead alive, that make Jesus the resurrector. By the leave of Allah, that is a lie. Prove it. But what is confirmed, that Jesus can raise people from death. Who can raise people from death save God? Nobody. Who can forgive sin save God? Nobody. Jesus did. Who can create from the mother bird? And this is how supposedly Allah created Adam from the mud. He breathed into him. Jesus did exactly what God do to create Adam. He made mud, fashioned the mud in the shape of a bird, and then he breathed, which means the breath came from the mouth of Jesus, is the soul, the spirit. The power of life is coming from the mouth of Jesus. When Muhammad, he said, by the leave of Allah, Muhammad, because he's an evil man, he's trying to strip Jesus from his miracles. Coward, liar. How come Muhammad could not do any? Did Muhammad raise his son from death? No. Muhammad could not even save himself when he is sick. Muhammad, he used to faint every 5 seconds. This is your Prophet Muhammad. The Messiah, a woman, she touched his clothing. She just touched his clothing, nothing. She did not even touch his skin. She was healed. Go watch the video of Mufti Mink when he says to you that thousands and thousands of people, they come to listen to Isa, and then he wave his hand only. He just wave his hand, and the thousands of people will be healed. Thousands. In the same time, your prophet, the fainting prophet, he keep faint. He is sick all the time. Your prophet need doctor, need medicine. Allah could not help him. The messenger of Allah fainted when he was sick. Then he woke up and said, has the time for the prayer come? They said, yes. He said, okay, tell Bilal to call for the adhan and tell Abu Bakr to lead the Bible for prayer. Then he fainted again right away. He just said one sentence and he fainted. Then he woke up again and said, has the time for prayer come? They said, yes. He said, tell Bilal to call for the adhan and tell Abu Bakr to call for prayer. And then he fainted. Like, what the heck? And then he woke up again. And then he said, has the time for the prayer come? We said, yes. He said, Bilal and Adhan and Abu Bakr to the prayer. Aisha, she could not take it no more. I mean, she have a fainted husband. He have a fainting machine. So Aisha said to him, listen, my father, he is an old man. Stop saying he will lead the prayer. This is your prophet. So while Jesus was saving thousands and thousands by waving his hand, as Mufti Mink, he said, based on your prophet stories, people are being healed just by touching his clothing. Your prophet was fainting non-stop. And obviously you have a mental issue. He woke up, he is unaware of what he's saying, he is hallucinating. You know, I mean, even the hadith says that the prophet, he imagined things. The guy is messed up. He's totally messed up. His penis is not working, his brain is not working, his memory is not working. His God, to fix his penis, he sent him a dish of shish kebab, as Muhammad claimed. He said he was the most weak person between all mankind in intercourse. And then he invoked Allah. And then Allah, he sent him a dish of shish kebab. He ate it, he got the power of 40. If Allah is God, do he need to send a dish of shish kebab to a prophet? I thought he's God. He said B is going to be. Did Jesus give the blind man a dish of shish kebab so he can see again? When they asked Zakir Naik about Jesus' miracles, he said, Brother Sister, in the time of Prophet Isa, there was a lot of advanced medical. Advanced what? Advanced medical in the time of Isa? Really? To Allah, he gave Isa a lot of medical. Like what? To Allah, he gave Isa a lot of medical. What medical miracle? Why Jesus was giving medicine? And in the time of Isa, medicine was more improved from in the time of Muhammad 600 years after? 600 years, 700 years after Jesus, it was less improved? And who told you that Jesus was giving medicine? Like when they brought him the guy, he gave him 3 pills. He says, take this in the morning, take this afternoon. Do you see the stupidity? They could not explain how Jesus can do things nobody can do. Hey, Zakir Naik, how you explain that Jesus can create from the mother bird? Brother Fitter, first of all, they said at that time the mud was different. What? The mud at that time was different. What do you mean? Today, as an example, in the time of Prophet Muhammad, the mud was dirty, and there's the global warming. What the heck? In the time of Prophet Muhammad, the mud is dirty, and there's a global warming? Exactly. And therefore, when Prophet Muhammad tried to make mud, he said to himself, if I created something, it's going to be dirty. And the Prophet Muhammad, he will never create something dirty. Like, what the heck? It turned to be Muhammad could not create anything like Jesus because of a global warming. And Joe Biden for sure. I mean, too much stress. 2 things in the same time? Global warming and Joe Biden? That's too much. The Prophet was so stressed. And to make it more horrible, they told him the vice president is Kamala Harris. She is laughing all the time. Muhammad is, oh no, I gotta do that. I gotta do that. Sorry, I want to go back to my mom. My mom, Muhammad, when do you go? I want to go back to my mom. What do you mean? Your mom is dead. Oh, really? Your prophet, he cried in the grave of his mother. He could not bring her back. Jesus, he raised people from death. Your prophet, he cried like a baby in front of someone. They told him this is your son, but it's not him, his son. Muhammad is a potent man. Was his God able to raise or save the son from the sickness and which he died with? The whole ideas of Islam is to strip Jesus' name from all power. Muhammad is a satanic person. He hates Jesus. In fact, he tried and he is trying to claim to be Jesus. This is why he changed his name and he called himself Muhammad, which means the praised one. Muhammad was not trying to be a prophet. Muhammad, he is God for Muslims, the praised one. This is why if you insult Muhammad, they want to kill you. But if you say the F word to Allah, nobody care. Go in the Middle East, everybody in the street say F Allah, F Allah, F Allah. Nobody get upset. You say F Muhammad, everybody upset. Child molester, caravan thief, Hamas leader, rapist, pedophile, he been raped, homosexual, his penis is not working, he dressed like a woman, he put makeup like a woman, he pee like a woman, and he kiss men down their belly, and he sleep with men totally naked, and they are touching each other, the chest of the guy and the back of Muhammad, and the back and the chest of Muhammad and the back of the guy. And then when he kiss him, he says to him, oh prophet, don't stop, this is how I like it. Oh please, there, yeah, no, don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop, just right there, prophet. That is your prophet. Am I lying? And the one who was talking to me about the prophet was black. By the way, look at the translation here. It's very funny. They give false translation. In Arabic, it says, Abyatul Kashhain. Look at the translation, guys. In Arabic here, speaking about Muhammad, how pretty he is. In English, doesn't say anything of that, about how white he is. Coward. This is your prophet. Obviously, he is born in the wrong location. Actually, Mecca, most of them, they were homosexual. If you read my book, Sex and Allah, you will see it. A man was joking with a bunch of guys or speaking to them. And then the Prophet, he came from his back and he started poking him under his ribs with a stick. The guy said, let me take retaliation, Prophet. The Prophet says, okay, take retaliation. So he said, you are wearing your shirt, I'm not. So the Prophet, he raised up his shirt. And the man embraced him and began to kiss his side. And then he said, this is what I wanted, O Messenger of Allah. Is that a behavior of a man? Your Prophet, he raised up his shirt so the man can kiss him down his stomach all the way to his pubic area? And the Prophet did not push him away, saying to the Prophet, this is what I wanted. One more. Don't make me stop it. One more. Kiss it everywhere. Please more. And the Prophet is, yeah, good. Keep going. Don't stop. Okay, go down a little more. Yeah, what is this? The Prophet, he lifted up his shirt so the man, he can embrace him naked. Remember, the man is not wearing top too. So now both are topless. And what the man is doing is kissing. He's not like tickling Muhammad, or let us say, he is kissing down his belly. This is your Prophet. So name for me one thing about your Prophet is not messed up. And then when Muhammad, he wanted to be a man, so he started telling stories about how good he is in sex. But then the wives, they get him busted. They say, they never have sex with us. He imagined himself. And then Muhammad, when the wives get him busted, that he cannot have sex, he claimed that a Jewish guy, as usual, we have to blame the Jews, that a Jewish guy, he put black magic on his penis. The Prophet continued for such and such period, imagining that he had sexual intercourse with his wives, but in fact he did not. What Muhammad was doing then? The Arab, when somebody is mentally ill, they say he have a black magic on him, spell. And when somebody wanna, let us say, to clean himself from any accusation, he claimed that somebody put magic on him. But who in the world wanna believe in this? Obviously, Muhammad, he cannot have sex. And he go out in the street, he tell people about how good last night he was with his wives. He made boom boom to all of them. But then the wives, they start talking. Prophet could not do boom boom. He was a prophet of the doom. And then when the news is spread, Muhammad, he have to cover it. Oh, somebody put a black magic on me. He's a Jew. His name is Lubayd ibn al-Asam. Even his sex, exactly. Even his sex is fake. Angel come to him, no witnesses. Quran given to him, no witnesses. Muhammad went to heaven, no witnesses. His sex with his wives, he sleep with all the 13 women in one night, imagine. Even me, I cannot do that. I like 12 maybe. Maybe 14, I'm not sure. And sometimes, depending on the food. 13 wives in one night, and it turned to be that he was imagining. And this is a prophet of God. And your God could not save him, he could not fix him. And then when the God want to fix the penis of Muhammad or his sexual problem now, which is blamed on a Jew, as usual. As what? As usual. Anything happened to this guy, he blamed the Jews. Anything. His penis not working, he blamed the Jews. Nobody believe in him, he blamed the Jews. He have a hysteria, phobia. Do we have any brave Muslim who have knowledge? He is a sheikh. Any Muslim who is a sheikh, who can he can imagine that his prophet is a prophet. This guy, guys, look at this guy. I called him 3 times, and he says to me, he's saying to me, now you are scared. Look. Let's call him. He's saying to me, you are scared. I don't know what that word there. Katai, Ka'alud. I don't know what the heck is that. Let us call this Abdul. Look at this red phone. I mean, this guy is red ready without spanking. Answer, Abdul. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Let us try one more time. Red phone, huh? Answer. Red phone boy. Potato. Abdul is not available. They need you in Gaza, brother. Are you available for Gaza? All of you do jihad in the internet? Nobody want to go there? Go there. You will get a free food from United Nations. The guy who called me, he is from Gambia. That's good. So guys, the one who called me, the guy who he claimed that the reason black are slaves because they are black. Did you hear him? And he lied about it. It turned to be he's from Gambia. Somebody sent me a message. He's a Gambia. What a shame. You see how filthy this religion will make a black person defend the insult of a black people. As long as Muhammad, he said, they have no problem. They lose their dignity. And he said, and all of you heard him. When I said to him, why he says that? He says, yeah, this is why we are the black, we are slaves. What the heck? John Smith is asking me, do you believe Jesus is white or black? I don't care if he is white or black, but based on what he is born, Israeli are not black, is not blonde, is is middle. But who cares? But you Muslims are racist. You spoke about Muhammad, how white he is. You have tons of videos about Muhammad description. All of it is about how white he is. The white prophet. The first apostles of the church, the church fathers, they went to Ethiopia. They went to Egypt. They went to India. Is that a place where white people they are? In the hadith says, the one who say the prophet is black, kill him. In the Quran says that Allah will make all non-Muslims black as penalty, even the black stone. You know, the first thing come to my mind, when I saw the black stone is a black, I mean, how this man is a racist, yet those people, they kiss a black stone. It turned to be the black stone was white. But sin made it black. Can you believe it? Sin make it black. So what Muhammad confirmed, that the reason anything have the color black is sin. Am I lying? According to Muhammad, the black stone was white, and even so white to the point he will cover the light of Allah. Let's see if we can find this hadith. We will see what we can find. Give me a second. Anything come from heaven is white. Anything go to heaven is white according to Muhammad. Anything come out, anything come in into the heaven of Allah, which means only white people are there. And even the angels, they are white. And this is why Muhammad, he claimed that white dog is okay, red dog is okay, black dog is the devil. Can you believe it? And then Muhammad, he said the following: it's reported that Allah Messenger saying, the black stone descends from the paradise, whiter than milk, but the sins of the descendant of Adam made it black. So what sin do? People, be my witness. According to Islam, what make you black? Sin. Is it me who's saying that? Is a Christian prince fabricating reasoning? The black stone never was black. It was whiter than milk. And what happened to the black stone? The sin transformed the color into black. And all of us, we know that this is absolutely false and disgusting. There's black people, they are way better than white people, and vice versa. Same for Asian. Color have nothing to do with any of that. I know many black people, they are wonderful. They were good to me, way better than any white person I met. What color have to do with this? There's a black people, they are criminals, but there's white people, they are criminals too. There's black people, they are drug dealers, but there's white people, they are drug dealers. There's black, there's white, there's Mexican, there's Asian, there's all kinds of people, they do drugs. They kill, they rape. But in Islam, sin is the reason to be black. And those people who claim to be monotheist, you ask them, if you remember, once I have a conversation with a Muslim chat. I went to a Muslim website and I asked him in the chat, hey, by the way, why Prophet Muhammad he kissed the black stone? Took him 5 minutes and he answered saying, because it's holy. And then I asked him, and why it's holy? Took him another 5 minutes and he said to me, because the Prophet kissed it. It's just a stupid religion. They have zero reasoning. A prophet who been accused by his followers that he's still underwears. They accuse his wife she is a whore. Imagine, guys, the friends, the disciple of Muhammad accuse his wife to sleep around. This is how trashy they are. This is how trashy law this community is. Can you believe it? They accuse their prophet wife that she is sleeping with the guy, his name is Safwan. Safwan was doing boom boom to her. 3 witnesses. And then Muhammad, he changed the law from 3 to 4. And Muhammad did not say anything about it until he waited more than almost 30 to 35 days. He wanted to see if his wife, she would have her period or not. When she have her period, now he knew he's clear, so he can defend her. Otherwise, if she have a son, if she have a baby coming soon, if she have no period, obviously she is sleeping with the guy, because Muhammad cannot have babies. He waited more than a month. But all of this tells us who is Muhammad and who is around him. His uncle and his friend Omar, they have a disease in their anus. And what the story says, this book says, that they will not cool down until you put the sperm of men on their anus. Can you believe it? Somebody will say such a thing. According to them, Umar al-Khattab, he put his hand inside the anus of the animals for fun. Those are the companion of Muhammad. All the caliphate, they were homosexual. Every house on Mecca have a homo, including the Prophet house. This is telling you the community, the nature of the community. When the Muslims, they came to the Caliphate Uthman, and they said to him, there is a gay, and he is our imam, and he is tempting us with his ass. Is it okay to pray behind him? The Caliphate, he said, well, prayer is a good deed, so do what good deed people do, you know. Then the guy who is supposedly a decent Muslim, he says, in my opinion, we should not do salat or prayer behind a homo unless there is no alternative. I'm just looking for the hadith. Let us see. In fact, if you type the word mukhannath, look, all those hadith is about gays in the house of the Prophet. All over. The Caliphate, everybody. Where is the hadith about praying? Hold on. I hope they did not take it from the... I didn't see it. They took it maybe. Ah, here we go. Read with me. I went to Uthman bin Affan while he was besigned, which means he became a caliphate. And I said to him, you are the chief of the Muslims in general, and you see what has befallen to you exactly. And we are led in Salat, on the prayer, by al-fitna trial. What fitna trial? What does that mean? They are being tempted. And we are afraid to be sinful in following him. Uthman, he says, well, do salat, do prayer. Prayer is the best of deeds. When people do good deed, do with them the same. Don't worry about it. So as Zuhri said, in our opinion, one should not offer salat behind a feminine person unless there is no alternative. But look what happened here. Why those Muslims are afraid they will be tempted by the gay, unless they are gays. For the sake of argument, the person praying in front of them, he is effeminate. He bent over. How they are being tempted, you tell me. How a man will be tempted by a man who bent over in front of him unless the man behind is a homo. Is that correct? So what this hadith proved to us, that the whole society is like this. So the hypocrite is going to the caliphate to say, the imam is leading us, he's a, you know the thing, and we are being tempted. What the heck? How you can be tempted? That means you are a homosexual too. Hypocrites like their prophet as usual. All right. But what you can do? Do you listen to Arabic Christian songs? I don't listen to any songs. I don't even sing. I don't know if this is bad news for you. I have no time for singing or music. I don't remember any song. If I remember maybe 2 words from any song. My memory doesn't work with songs. Some people, they memorize songs like the whole song from the beginning to the end. For me, I can't even remember the name of it. Same as movie titles. Same as actors. Don't ask me those questions. Not my interest. All right. This is Islam, my friend. It's just a collection of dummy, stupid stuff. Racism, ugliness, vandalism, hypocrisy, you name it. Anything wrong in the world, you will find it in the garbage of Muhammad. Anything wrong, you will find it there. You will not find one good thing about Muhammad. As simple as that. Somebody saying, what in your religion there's a gay priest? Well, you should ask yourself that question, because as you see, this is from the time of the first caliphate or the second, third caliphate. You have a gay imam. For us, now they are making gay priests. Those are not Christians. Those are false. But as you see, this is a gay imam from the time of your prophet. And the caliphate, he did not say no. Did the caliphate say no? So for us, if somebody, he claimed to be a priest and he's a gay, we will leave the church. For this is not a church no more. Is that correct, Christians? No Christian will accept to have such a thing. But this is your caliphate, and this is Uthman, the one who collected the Quran for you. He made a judgment in the case, says, so what if he is a gay? So since Muhammad time, You Muslims have an imam, he's a gay. The Prophet was a gay. For us, I will never accept a priest, he is a gay, because this is breaking the commands of God. So how he can be a priest? A priest is someone who followed the book, and the book in front of us. And we know what the book says. So you cannot be a thief and you are a priest. You cannot be a liar and you are a priest. You cannot be a hooker, a pimp, a fornicator, whatever you want. And you are, if you are, then you will not. In fact, in the Old Testament, if somebody, his family committed sin, not even him, for many generations after, nobody of them is allowed to be a priest. Can you show us where every verse comes from? Like, can you flash the hadith and stuff on a screen every time? But isn't it what I'm doing? So what I'm doing? So what we have on the screen? Isn't everything I'm saying I'm showing you? And I don't save things, by the way. I search for it in the front of me. I remember what the words. I search for it so fast, and then you read it. Anyway, we as a Christians, we cannot be flexible unless we are flexible Christians, which means we aren't Christians. A Christian is someone for Christ, not someone who follow as he wish. So when he want, he's a Christian. When he want to sleep around. When he want, he's a Christian. When he want, he's a drug dealer. When he want, he's a Christian and praying to God, wearing a cross and have a tattoo. Supposedly that will make him a Christian, but in reality, he's fake. Those are not Christians. Jesus said it clearly. Not everyone says to me, God will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who does his will. So in Christianity, names doesn't count. Last name doesn't count. Cross in your chest doesn't count. Tattoo on your shoulder doesn't count. All those things doesn't count. What count is your fruits. From their fruits you shall know them. It doesn't count if you are black or white or Asian. It doesn't count. It doesn't count if you are poor or rich. It doesn't. What count only is your fruits. You cannot fool Jesus. You cannot bribe Jesus. You cannot give donation to Jesus, and that will make you go to heaven as Muhammad did. Our God is not for sale. Our God is not for the rich. Like what Muhammad said. Muhammad, he promised 10 rich people to go to heaven. The first one Muhammad, he promised to go to heaven is the rich Uthman. When a blind man came to Muhammad, there's a chapter in the Quran, it's called Abasa. Abasa wa tawalla in ja'ahu al-a'ma. What Muhammad he did to him? He kicked him out of his house. Why? The interpretation of the story says that the Prophet was busy with rich people. And he said to himself, I don't want them to notice that I have a poor man in my house. Imagine, this is what it says. Muhammad, he said to himself, oh, those rich people, they will say, look who is the one who follow him, the poor, the blind. So he gave him a face to kick him out. Is that what Jesus did to the blind man? No, Jesus, he gave eyes to the blind man. Chapter 80, verse number 1 and 2. He gave a face to the blind man. He kicked him out. This is why it's very important to remember who is Jesus and to remember who is Muhammad. Muhammad is a businessman. Jesus never owned a slave, never owned a servant, never bought, never owned a donkey, a horse. Jesus washed the feet of his disciples. And he told them, in order to be a master, you have to be a servant. That is Jesus. Muhammad, he have tons of privilege. And one of them is the most funny one. If his eyes fall into a woman, her husband must divorce her so the prophet can F her. Am I lying? Is that a person sent by God? If his eyes fall into a married woman, she is not even single. Her husband, وَجَبَ عَلَى زَوْجُهَا طَلَاقُهَا. Her husband must immediately divorce her so the prophet can F her. Imagine. And this is supposedly a privilege to him only. You will notice that all cult leaders, they share the same thing. Sex, money, power. They love it. All cult leaders in the world, doesn't matter what religion. You will find those cult leaders everywhere. Some they claim to be Christian, some they claim to be Hindus, some they claim to be Muslims. But Muhammad, obviously, he is the top cult, fake, hypocrite, fraud leader. That is the truth. Prove me wrong. Our Lord is holy. Their master is evil, ugly, sinner, child molester, caravan rider, Hamas leader, you name it. Give me one description about this guy is not bad. While Jesus was raising people from death, making the blind see, healing thousands and thousands of people from their disease and illness and pain, Muhammad was busy going after a child with his lost 6-year-old girl. He was busy going to his son's house when the husband is not there, sleeping with the wife. All of this is in their books. What make it amazing that those books supposedly written after they filter all which is not suitable to be about the prophet. Can you believe it? The Muslims, they did this is what they say in their books. They said anything, any story which is not suitable to be mentioned about the prophet, we took it away. So we do not know whether stories are gone. So this is after filtration. This is after the inspection. They took away all the bad stories, and those stories still there. How bad this man was. After the inspection, this is after the inspection. Garbage in, garbage out. What do you think about Abrahamic Accord? It's a big fraud. First, none of them is Abrahamic. Secondly, you know, when you call it Abrahamic, what those people have to do with Abraham? You heard many in their churches, they say that the Arab are from Ishmael. Those priests who say those things, they are ignorant, idiot. If you go to Genesis, you will see that Hajar, the wife of Abraham, she took her son and she went back to Egypt. And she married her son to an Egyptian woman. To what? To Egyptian women. So the mother is Egyptian. The father is Aramaic. The son is an Arab? It's like me going to Germany, marrying a German woman, and then my son is Chinese. It's a big fat lie. But don't blame the Muslims alone. There's a lot of ignorant priests. They repeat this false information in every church. Sometime, somewhere, somehow, somebody says to them that the Arab are from Ishmael. But there's not a single verse in the Bible says that. It's a big fat lie. In fact, the Arab are not even an ethnic. There's nothing called Arab. Arab is a word for those who live in the desert, which means Bedouin. Even in the stupid Quran. The stupid Quran itself say who is the Arab. The word Arab or Arab is the same word. Chapter 9 verse number 90. Chapter 9 verse number 97. Chapter 9 verse number 98. Chapter 9 number 99. 101, 120. Many chapters. All of those speak about Arab. Who is the Arab? The Bedouin. This is what Arab mean. People who live in the desert, people who live in the tents in the desert. So if Moses live in the desert one day, that will make him Arab too. It's not an ethnic. But my friend, people are ignorant. Idiots. Look what it says here in translation. The wandering Arab. This is not really what it says. The Arab is the Bedouin. This is what the wandering Arab mean. People who have no fixed houses. They live in the desert and they go after the grass and the water. This is what Arab mean. Arab is not an ethnic. Have nothing to do with any ethnic. Period. The Bedouin are the worst in disbelief. This Muhammad is speaking about his people. The Arab. Do you see it? Bam Bang. I mean, people are laughing at you guys. Jesus, he approved gays in Luke. You are just so stupid. You know, when a Muslim he lie, the reason we laugh at you, why you don't call me right now? And I will make everybody spit at you. Do you dare? Does it Arab just mean I rob? No, we're not joking. Arab is Arabia is a word mean desert. It's not a name of a place. But by time, people start using the word as a name for a place. But this is an Aramaic word, mean desert. As simple as that. So if you exist in the time of the Aramaic and you live in Nevada or Arizona, they will call you Arab. Especially if you are a person who live by like cattle, moving with your cattle from place to place. And you live in the desert. It has to be desert. So Arab is not a name of a location. By time, it became a name of a location. And Arab have nothing to do with an ethnic group. It's about whoever live in the desert. And this is Muhammad himself, and this is the Quran witnessing for that the Arab are the Bedouin. What is the word here in Arabic? Al-Arab. The Arab. Do you see it here? Wikipedia says that to you. Okay, I'm going to send you to back Wikipedia. You and your Wikipedia, get out of here. Son of Muta. Don't forget to rent your wife, as the Prophet said, for one night stand. Or call Sheikh Uthman to fix your marriage. This is why those people, they can't survive a debate with someone who do not know the religion and you don't speak the language. Right away they will say to you, you don't know Arabic. I mean, the donkey, he called me, this guy, I am an Arab, and he said to me, you do not know Arabic. Can you believe it? This is the language I learned since day number 1 in my life. And then Abdul from Pakistan, he called me and he says to me, you don't know Arabic. So if they are willing to say that to me, what they will say to you? No, there is nowhere in the Bible it says that Ishmael, he was an Arab man. That is a fabrication. That is a fabrication. And it's not about Ishmael being a wicked man. Wild man is different from wicked man. Same time. Don't fool yourself. Ishmael has nothing to do with the Arab period. For a very simple reason. Number one, Arab is not an ethnic. They are not one nation. People who live in that desert, there's many nations. Go read the Bible. Tons of nations, many languages. None of them have anything to do with the other one. People, they don't even read. They just follow blindly. Just get out of here, Jonas Smith, idiot. We have enough of you. No time for kids. You know, when I lose my patience with kids, I cannot take it no more. Here we don't speak foolishness. Go listen to your prophet talking about how a person, he put a miswak in his anus, and then after 7 months he gave a birth to a rabbit, had the head of a rat. Those stories work there, my friend. Not with us. Your prophet who commanded the trees to come to him just to cover him to do poo-poo. Why? Because he need to be in the shade. How many hours Muhammad was doing poo-poo to stay in the shade? If you stay under a tree, how long is going to take for a tree shade to change? It looked like your prophet was doing poo-poo for 8 hours. And then what the trees did? The trees woke. They walked to the prophet. And then they took shahada. The trees convert to Islam, brother. And then we check, we find that even the Quran confirmed that Muhammad has 0 miracle. Story is written 300 years after Muhammad. Muhammad converting the lizard. The lizard convert to Islam. Muhammad is speaking to the horse, to the camel. Muhammad, when he walked in the street, there is a stone said to him, Assalamu alaikum, O Messenger of Allah. And the Prophet answered back, Wa alaikum assalam, Hajar Aswad. Assalamu alaikum. Barak. Huh? Shalomkum. The man is mentally ill. A stone, she is saying, Assalamu alaikum to Muhammad. Why? And where is this stone, the talking stone? Obviously, this man is mentally ill. He imagines things, he hears things. You know, actually, there's a movie I advise you, all of you, to watch it. It's called The Perfect Host. Even though there's some like dirty story part of it. But The Perfect Host present truly, truly the story of Muhammad. Welcome, my friend Alex from Israel. Our prayer for Israel, our prayer for the Israeli army to bring victory soon. To the Lord we pray. I mean to that. And I hope the Israeli, they will remember that the Christians are your friends, so treat them nice. Respect them. The day you need help, only the Christians stand with you. The rest are your enemy. True Christians, they stand with you. So for the sake of love to Jesus, we love you. Remember that. Jesus in the cross, he says, forgive them, Father. They do not know what they are doing. That is the love of Jesus. He never hated the Jews. He loved them even in the cross. And he asked the Father to forgive them, those who did what they did. That an act, a majestic act of love. Anyway, I hope we have a good time today. I'm not going to keep you longer. Otherwise, I'm going to stay until tomorrow as usual, stay 10 hours, and I don't think this is my plan. You know, I will try to come back tomorrow if you'd like to join us. And remember, we don't hate Muslims, but we hate the devil Muhammad. He is the devil himself. You see, if those people who live around Israel, they are Christians, do you think what's happening now will happen? Never. Never. Do you think the Christian neighbors will attack the Jews in their houses and kidnap them and rape their daughters? Regardless of the land. Never. That is the Satan Muhammad. This is why the Lord says, from their fruits you shall know them. From their fruits. Not from their names. Not from their ethnic. Not from their language. Remember that. Color doesn't count. Language doesn't count. Fruits count. And the fruits of Islam is the most ugly, disgusting. If you don't believe me, open any TV stations. And the hypocrite, they switch all colors upside down. The blood, they make it water. And the water, they make it blood. They go, they kill them, they rape them, they take their women, they kidnap them, and then they cry and they say we are victims. And those stupid Western hippies, they believe. They are just so stupid, dumb. Children are dying. The Jews' children are not children's. 4 weeks go and not a single liberal cry for the Jewish children's. Not even one of them he strike in the street says, bring those children home. Coward liars. Hypocrites. So we pray that soon the Israelis will bring victory. They will have their children's back, and those criminals will pay heavily price. And for me, I wish really I am in charge of the army of Israel for 2 weeks, just to teach those dogs Hamas what it means to be at war. You are lucky. Those Israelis are so kind. They are worried about international community, and they explain, and we give them, you're just wasting your time. They hate you. Doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter. Even if you put them in heaven, they will spit at you. Just finish it. Who let the dogs out? Who? It is Muhammad. Thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. And until we see you soon again, this is your brother Christian Prince was serving you humbly for today. God is good. So is Jesus. I mean to that.